Coach, thank you very much for your time. A very tough game, which you dominated but just couldn't score, and it ended 1-0. What were your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I think as you rightfully said, we dominated the match, and we really deserve to get something out of this match. If not one, we deserve full 3 from this match. It's just unfortunate that we could not put the ball in the net. We have decisions there, not one, not two more. That maybe on the other day we could have gotten a penalty in our favor, and you never know. From there we have the momentum, we can push to try and win the game. But we are not crybabies. We will keep pushing, keep fighting. It's tough because it's too much of a coincidence that we don't get a penalty at all, but we always get penalties against. It's too much for the players, because it's work on their psychology now to say, even when they go into tackles or in duels around the box, they feel like there could be a penalty against. But on the other side, genuinely, it's simulation, it's this and that. So it's tough. But at the end of the day, it's our work. We gotta keep pushing. And as I said earlier, a few weeks when I spoke to, that we have a new young team, that we're still building communication, you know, on the field, the cohesion, the movement, and all this. And those things, unfortunately, so you can never achieve in 3 weeks. It needs time. But in this program, as you know, you don't have time. You gotta find a solution, keep digging, keep trying to find solution as to in the meantime, once you're waiting for that, what is it that you can do now? And it's what we are working towards, because the performance is there. The performance is there, and we dominate the game. We play with the right intensity. We just need that understanding with the combination play and the one-on-one on the sides. Because if I look at the game, they played with 3 and wing backs. We took a risk to say, let our winger go with the one-on-one on the wide centre back, so that we can have a one-on-one, try to eliminate on a one-on-one to create chances. But we are not really strong in that department. We didn't get good one-on-ones. If we had that on wide areas, there it was our ticket to win today. But yeah, it's work in progress. We'll keep fighting.
Coach, yes, you lost the game. Some decisions went against you, but I'm sure you are happy with the performance, especially of that the man they called the dancing rasta. Started slow but totally dominated that midfield against very good players in Buddha and the general there. But the young man was just all over the place, dictating the game. I'm sure you're happy with that.
The boy is 19. This is his second start. You see, those are things I'm talking about. So as he plays more games, he trains more with the team, the understanding will grow. And as the understanding grows, the quality will be able to come up more of the player. Because I know the player has huge potential, you know, but it's not easy when we have a new team for all these players to consistently give good performances. Remember, we also gotta manage those situations, and sometimes these young players will lack in consistency. You know, next week you'll be talking about the same player not giving the same performance, because that's the stage where your 18, 19, 20-year-olds, they lack in consistency. Even worse when you don't have communication built around the team, you didn't have pre-season and proper preparation. It's going to be like that. But I can tell you, rightfully so, the boy, I can tell you that he's got huge potential. Yeah, we are working, and not only the boy, there's a few more. Okay, but rightfully so, you mentioned that one, which is Tulani, his name. There's a few more. Tabang Toteti also, he came in as a sub, he's been our pillar. There's a lot of players that are raising the hand and say, we have the potential to play at the higher level. And for us, that is a bigger picture over and above here. Yes, we want to win, which is important. But a bigger win for us is to take these players to be able to play at a higher level. NFD, our first team, and any other PSL team, national team. That's a bigger win for us. We're pushing our boys towards that channel. But it's important that that must go along with the winning mentality.
You mentioned something very important, Coach, that as much as it is about development, there must be a culture of winning, that you must win while also developing. Those two are not mutually exclusive. And at this stage, Coach, one will say your team is currently in the forming stage, not in the performing stage. And in your view, how much time do you think you need to get these boys to get to where now they can perform and compete?
It's difficult because, as I said earlier, we don't have time. I can't say I need 2 years or what, because in our structure, in our programs, even now, for us, it's not really necessarily about the teams. It's about players. For an example, we're discussing now, this is a new team. And if there's players that stand out and get an offer to play at the highest level, we need to release the players. And then we start afresh and we have new players that will also struggle with the communication and the cohesion. So it's going to be a story of our lives. But as long as we are able to, at least if we are not winning, we are able to move players to PSL, NFD, first team. As I'm saying, that's a bigger win, because at the end of the day, for us, it's really, really difficult to compete and win in this league with many decisions and things that normally don't go our way, which are external factors and all that. It's really difficult. But at the end of the day, for us, each and every training session, it's an opportunity to improve the level of the boys. I cannot say we need too much time or what, but we gotta hope that we try and get where we want to go as quickly as enough. Unfortunately so, because with the resources, with the being entrusted to do this job, meaning it comes with, I gotta take the good with the bad. I gotta take all these negatives and try to find solution. Unfortunately so, and that is what I want to do. I take full responsibility of the results, no problem. But as long as we are able to achieve something at a later stage, then we'll look back and say, okay, we did not do well at the start because 1, 2, 3, 4. But look where we are now. And for me, that's a bigger picture, and that's what we're aiming for.
Coach, before I let you go, we have to talk about this. You've been in the game for a very long time, and we are very knowledgeable about the game. It has become a norm, the level of officiating in this league. Some of the decisions are just ridiculous. I'm not referring to any decisions in today's game, but it has become a norm, and I think we can all agree that we cannot normalize such. And in your view, what needs to be done to correct this, because it definitely has a negative impact on the league itself and the development of the players in the league?
Yeah, you are spot on. I think maybe the first thing is, if we are able to get the game being streamed, people are able to watch the game. I think now that will put pressure on the officials to say, hey, we know that people are watching the game, so we're going to be scrutinized. And once that happens, now it says to an official now, I need to be at my best behavior. You know, it says to him, I need to do my best, I need to do the right thing because people are watching. Or maybe now, because people are watching, if I'm at my best, I can push myself to go officiate at a high level because people see my good work here. You know, those things. But up until then, the decisions, when you say ridiculous, is lack of a better word. I mean, and for us, without fear or favor, we're mostly victims. We're mostly victims because we even get officials saying, you guys are developing, even if you don't get the points, it's fine, you're not going to complain. These ones, they're gunning for promotion. So that is the attitude. And for us, it's sad because at the end of the day, we're developing these players, but they always know that there's going to be a digital decision against them that they don't deserve, and it's bad for their development. So I think streaming the games live is the way to go, because that will talk to the conscience of these officials to say, hey, now there's people watching, because here they know there's nobody watching, there's nothing happening, and you can complain how you like, it will end here. So for us, maybe if there's other people watching, then it's not us, but it's people watching that will say no, man. For last season, we had 22 penalties against 0-4. It's too much of a coincidence, for an example. I mean, for a team that plays combination with a dribbling inside the box, and all we got, it's yellow card for simulation. So it's just those things that it's, yeah, but I think to answer direct your question, if this game can be streamed, people are able to see this, I think it will talk to the conscience of some of these officials to step up their game.
Coach, once again, thank you very much for your time.
You're most welcome out here.
And good luck for your next game.
Thank you. We need it.